Hey everyone.
Let me get this going. It's an epic reveal. Here we are. Yes. Excellent. Oh man. It's been such a long time since I've heard that laugh and seen that.
Hey Jason. Hey, Beyond the Box. Susie and I were looking for you. Yeah, I'm just getting a little editing done here, and I figured, why not get a stream going and seeing who's up right now. Good to see you both here. So I'm editing this interview I did back in October for TikTok. So I haven't posted it to TikTok yet, and now that I have my editing program back, I'm going to do a vertical edit part 1 and part 2, and then I'm going to post that to TikTok probably tonight or sometime tomorrow. Yeah, Brenda, we care about you. We noticed your lack of presence, so you are missed. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, so TikTok allows 1 hour videos to be posted now. So this was a little over an hour. I'm going to split it into 2 parts. I'm going to have to render it out. But I figured I'd show you guys what I do on my end here. Let me know if the music is too loud. I can always adjust that. In fact, I'm going to briefly pause it. Yeah, it's not loud at all. We'll see how that works. Yeah, Jason, so I have MP4 files, and I'm just gonna make more MP4 files from this. Yeah, I can make this bigger. I can show you what I'm doing here at full screen. So you can see the green bars on the bottom. It says .mp4. So I'm working with that. But yeah, I figured doing this side by side like this be appropriate for a live stream. So there's like 2 minutes here where I didn't have any connection with Jim. I'm thinking about just cutting that out.
Let me get this going. It's an epic reveal. Here we are. Yes. Excellent. Oh man, it's been such a long time since I've heard that laugh and seen that smile. Wow. How's it going, Jim?
It's going well. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I'm hanging in here, you know.
Yeah, I was on a lot of good vibes that day. I was taking some supplement too for cognition, so I was firing off the whole interview. And plus, Jim just has this. Jim has this addicting aura about him. He's a mentor of mine. He was my high school broadcasting teacher.
All right, so while we're waiting for Jim, yeah, I'm just gonna talk with you guys here for a minute. So we're doing some stuff with the channel. And hopefully it'll be a little more consistent than that. No worries, though.
So I am doing weekly shows now. This is an improvement from what I was doing in the fall.
Yes, I can hear you. Have a problem. No worries. Yeah, so we're gonna invite him in, known and educator. All right, so while we're
the stuff you go back and watch and you wonder, what was I thinking? What was I thinking about during that time?
Wonderlick, he is.
Like, I don't even feel like reposting this, but
No, let me get this going. It's an epic reveal. Here we are.
very good. Alright, so I need to fix this video. We're gonna move it. The rest of this, I feel like it's fine to just leave.
You stay in touch with, like yourself. And so it's a very, very rewarding job. Not to say that broadcasting and radio wasn't. I value those years very much. But, you know, and what's interesting, I had all these different jobs, a lot of different radio stations, which we didn't get into because I don't want to bore people, but I was at a lot of different radio stations.
But you see, that's what I want to talk about with Jim, is his time in the radio stations.
Q106 in Madison, WKDC in Elmhurst. I mean, go on and on. But I think that the fact that I was there for 27 years, up until then, I was kind of all over the place.
That gave you stability there.
Yeah, and then when I got to Maine East, I think I was like 32, 33, something like that. And I really thought, oh, I'll do this for a couple of years. And, you know, I was like, wait a minute, it doesn't really get any better than this. This is a pretty darn cool job. And there aren't many jobs like this. Teaching radio, TV, film, having your own radio station, having your own TV station, having a film laboratory. I mean, my goodness, it was like a college atmosphere. And then and then all the alumni that would, you know, continue to come back and visit. You know, it was just a real. It doesn't get any better, really. And then, you know, our fine arts department was full of just great personalities and people that I just really enjoyed being with. So.
Have you visited the new remodeled East?
I have not gone to the new remodel, and I was just on the phone.
I'm noticing with Zoom that it was doing something to my microphone. Like, my voice doesn't sound as crisp as it does nowadays with OBS here. I'm not too happy with that. But what am I going to do? I fixed it now. Sounds a lot better now.
I think is no longer there, and that's part of
There
why
is
I
a
haven't gone.
there's a spec.
Like I thought, oh, no problem, I can keep this job and start working a day job, and I had day exhaustion,
Oh yeah.
and it was really scary. So
While I was working in radio, went back to school while I was working in radio, make the leap into teaching. I decided,
pretty job.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was, and so did that for a little while, and that's when I decided I would make the. At that time, did that for a little while, and then that's when I decided I would make the. At that time, make the leap into teaching, but also keep working in radio. So I went back to school while I was working in radio. So I was, and got my certificate at Northern and the master's. And then at the same time I was working at the radio station. And then got a job in Janesville, Wisconsin, where I was teaching English and was the head tennis coach there. And then also had this regular Sunday job at WBEL in Beloit, working there on Sundays. And so I was doing this morning show, having a lot of fun, and then I got a job at a much bigger radio station. And so I was doing this morning show.
I think I'll cut it right here. That'll be at 29. I'm not gonna put any text for when it was recorded. It's like, the video is rendering now. It's gonna take 4 minutes to do about a half hour of footage. Oh, man. I remember when this used to take like 2 minutes per minute. It's a lot more convenient now. Awesome, Brenda. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about it because I put thanks for watching twice. So it's at the beginning and at the end for the outro. So if you have something else that you think of to replace one of those, let me know. I'll swap out the wording on it. Yeah, if it was an Australian video, if we were Australian, could say at the outros of every video, F off. I still have to do all of this vertical video stuff for the deep dives. I haven't done it for any of those or Madness Hour. So I got a lot of work ahead with that. And if there's shows where I'm like showing my screen, it's so hard to edit into vertical. Sometimes I just have to pick and choose parts of the screen I want to show. So now we go undo that edit. Drag this over. And that one's 41 minutes. And we're going to call this part 2.
We're all having fun. We're having fun. All right. Until the next one, class dismissed.
I was still a little on edge from being live once a month. I'm like so much more relaxed now being live. Okay, so this is part 2. See, I get several hundred views per upload on TikTok. But for like a premiere on YouTube, 2 views for a premiere. And I'm live now. It's saying 2 concurrent viewers. 4 total. Oh yeah, what kind of goodies are you getting, Brenda? Can you give us hints? Or previews? Yeah, with this interview with Jim, it was a new install of Zoom, so it was cutting back and forth between the 2 of our video feeds instead of showing both of us on the screen at the same time. So you can see here, it's about a third of the way through, showing the display for the amount of time left for the render on the right hand side. I don't ever show my editing side of things. I've done it only a handful of times. Cool. That'll be a good show, Brenda. Unboxing. Yeah, this is good. I could see the YouTube chat in the OBS program. And I don't have to check the browser window for the feed. Like, because I have this video open in a browser. But I could see all the chat now through OBS. I don't have to do that anymore with the browser. That was something I was doing with Zoom. Okay, Brenda, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Good to know you're doing okay. Yeah, I wanted to see who gets the notifications, who's up right now. Because, yeah, algorithm is not my friend right now. It hasn't been my friend. It's always been an enemy. Why? We'll fix that soon. So I'm making TikTok verticals for some of the older videos that I haven't posted to TikTok yet. And I'm going to be getting the deep dives up on TikTok. So they'll all be split into sub 1 hour videos. You still here, Jason? This isn't really too in-depth of editing. This was more straightforward of an example of what I do after shows and stuff. Normally I'm not listening to music while editing because I'm listening to the actual track and I'm doing cuts and I'm doing transitions. So yeah, Brenda, if you're still here, link us to the channel. That'll be cool. I'll check that out. So I guess the next thing would be Madness Hour. I'll be right back. Okay. I am back.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6.
How are you all doing today? Welcome to the Yissilmissil Productions channel. My name is Steven Yissil. Today is...
I was still a little weird with that one, man. I'm gonna cut the intro of that.
Trying to get my computer to work, and then it's like, oh, you gotta do a refresh. I'm like, we're just going cell phone now.
Yeah.
It's an hour and a half. Sorry for the reverse Brenda there. I think that'll work fine. I can't be spending too much time on these older shows.
It's just right when you get into like the city limits, you just have memorial after memorial after memorial after memorial. Then they have the cemetery too. So Brenda, you've gone to Gettysburg? Yeah, it was so
Oh yeah,
and like by the time we got
we're there. That was
how many times have you gone, Jeremy?
just the one time last year when we were there. That was my first time.
Wow. How many times have you gone?
I can hear that there's like a limiter on my microphone on these Zoom meetings. I'm not too happy about that. There's nothing I can do though. Okay. So I guess this will be part 1. part 1 of 2. And then now it's rendering. So at this point, we just sit here and wait. And there's a lot of this that goes on. So what? I have these 3 shows of Madness Hour to do. I just finished the Jim Wunderlich interview. That's 4. Then there's another 4 for the Chicago film industry deep dives. So that's 8. And then there's 10 Coral Castle deep dives. 11 tomorrow. And then there's 7 Bermuda Triangle. So 26 different shows to get up onto TikTok and Instagram if I wanted to do the, I think, 3-minute shorts they're allowing now. Yeah, Brenda, we got to get you back on with Madness Hour. I was thinking for the next one, it can be the 3 of us again, like this. I just don't care anymore about, like, getting this all, like, prepped and put up. Like, I'll be consistent with it going forward. But, like, this is so much work, like, centering every shot of this. Like, I would have to go in and cut every time it cuts back to Jeremy, and then adjust the frame so that he's centered. Like, that's part of why I didn't put anything up on TikTok, because I didn't want to do any of that. Yeah, I'll find out whenever Jeremy's free next, because I've been planning it around his schedule with that show. This tonight is unannounced. Like, I just wanted to see who was out here at this time watching. So you want to say a third of the year's over. I've been doing deep dives the past 4 months. You'd figure there'd be a following. Consistent viewers coming in. There is, but like the vocal ones, I think there's hardly any of you here. Yeah. It's like it sends it out just to you and Jason. It says that 7 unique views have hit, but there's only 2 concurrent viewers. It's nuts. For a 2,000 sub channel? Come on. And it's not like I'm not consistently posting stuff. I have a set time every week for my shows. For the most part, I've been following that. Yeah, that's the only way I'm getting stuff done, Brenda. I'm making myself do this stuff. Like, I've been getting everything up onto Rumble. That's been going well. I was actually thinking of doing a live to Rumble tonight, but I chose YouTube instead. So I haven't really done anything on Rumble yet. Did like one show. So now part 2 of this show in vertical is being rendered. So it's going to take another 6 minutes or so. And the other 2 Madness Hour edits aren't going to be as easy doing vertical because I do screen shares. And most of the time, when I was doing these edits before for vertical, I would take like a copy of the video, so I'd have 2 of the same instances of video. One would be zoomed in on me, one would be zoomed in on my guest, and I'd just stack them on top of each other after I've cropped them. And then that's how I would do all the vertical stuff. Alright, we are having a problem with the stream. Give me a second here. It says there's an error. Alright, if you guys are getting buffering, sorry about that. Hold on. Sorry if there was buffering. Not sure why that was doing that. Oh. DaVinci just crapped out on me. Look at that. Oh no, it's back up. It's crazy. Alright. Alright, have a good night, Brenda. If you haven't gone yet. Wow, we've been going almost 45 minutes. So this is a little behind the scenes tonight. You've just watched me put through 2 different shows, and these are going to be posted to TikTok later. Because I have to update all of that. My VPN was updating. So if you see any buffering, that's why. So it should be all back now. Yep. Alright, so we've had about 10 of y'all come through, which is cool. Need to pump those numbers up. See, then I have these little discrepancies here, like I wanted to cut it earlier than what I originally had it. So with cases like this, it's just trimming off the end of it, but I have to redo the whole thing. So we just sat through rendering, we have to re-render again, make a new file. And that's about it. So my plan is to post these through desktop tomorrow, and then we'll still have our deep dive that's going as scheduled at 6:05 p.m. Central. More Coral Castle. So yeah, I'm just re-rendering this clip we just rendered. I'm probably gonna stop doing editing after this for the night. But if I do this an hour at a time, I'll get this done. The other ones are gonna be much more labor intensive with the edits. Hey, Woo Riders. Good to see you. Yeah, getting some late night editing done here. Yeah, this week's deep dives will be interesting. I got intros for all of them now. I'll probably cut down the Coral Castle one because it might be too long. I was just having fun with it. Oh, woo, that's not good. Get that food. I'm glad you found me. 'Cause I'm just hanging out here. You know, I do this a lot with the editing, and like, why not go live? Why not just like be here and chat with you guys a little bit? I had 2 energy drinks. Like, I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. So I'm going to be getting the Bruce Cathy book for the Coral Castle series. That'll be the next thing we'll jump into with that. Man, there's so much with that. Just the energy grid stuff. I mean, I used to do this video editing all the time. Good side income. Some months I'd make over $1,000 doing it. Now I'm just putting stuff on eBay. I got a lot of duplicate collectible things. So I'm working on that. I'm picking up new stuff too. I got a bunch of physical media that I mean, people just keep throwing out. So I'm trying to resell all that. I've been putting a lot more time into running this channel though, and I'm definitely feeling the results of it. But I'll continue on with these 4 shows a week. This is I guess a surprise show. Yay! This is a 5th show during the week. I don't have to announce every time I'm on here, but I say in every show when I have shows going on. Oh man, Jason, you were the one asking about like my pickups from the store, right? Found this about 3 weeks ago. This is a very rare car, and I went in to a Target not during my usual time. I just like randomly went in, and this was second on the peg. Bought it for under $7, but just look it up on eBay. This is going. Last time I checked, it was $230 for this chase car here. Usually it's green. Yeah, this type of stuff stays in my collection. So many things get really, really, really dire, then this will go up for auction. But not happening. Not happening anytime soon. But I go to the store to look for that stuff. I've gone to stores where I think another collector's already looked through for the stuff I'm looking for. They're looking for completely different things. And they overlooked the stuff like I'm looking for, so I find what I want half the time. which is good. And then you have these other hardcore collectors that just can't beat them to the punch, no matter how hard I try. I mean, eventually I can. Alright, I'm putting on some more retro wave, vapor wave, chill wave. I've been listening to this a lot again lately. So this is where it's going to be very heavy editing. Because I got both of us on screen here. Yeah, so about the collecting hobby. I ignored Pokemon for well over 2 decades. And then I started seeing these Costco videos of these collectors just going in and taking everything. And I thought the Hot Wheels collecting scene was nuts, and then I saw that stuff and I'm like, oh man. Fortunately though, it's not that bad all over with with the Pokemon stuff, but man, is it crazy. I didn't think it'd be as hyped up still as it is. Alright, I didn't show too much of my screen for this one.
Hundreds into like early 1900s to me. I mean, that's just, it's great.
This isn't. This is it. So I'm making markers for parts to edit later, because I'm not going to be editing this now. I'm just prepping this. Flag. This is good. There's only 2 major sections. So I'll just have to work on that later to get this duplicate image out and then make a single one. And then if I want to put in the miniature versions of our feed with our video, I can do that too. This one's 2 hours, 42 minutes, so it'll be cut into 3 different parts. That's my plan with this episode 2 of Madness Hour. Then I'll have to do that with episode 3 of Madness Hour. Then all the deep dives. And the Let's Talk. 'Cause there's 2 of those now. I just want to keep the TikTok audience engaged, because there's a lot of people on there. It's more than a YouTube channel. Yeah, 2,450. My TikTok has more. It's like 400 more followers than this YouTube channel. That's my TikTok handle. Go on there. You'll get my videos in vertical format that's here on this channel. But I have to update everything. All the deep dives I still have yet to post. But you see, I have some of the newer interviews up with Nadine and John Askey. And that John one, that one did really well. See, it did 1,319 views. These views just knocked this YouTube channel out of the park. This TikTok channel that I have mops the floor with this YouTube channel. Because I'm lucky if I get single views on some of these videos. It's nuts. But you know what? A few more viral videos. That's all it really needs. Alright, so I think that's good enough. I got 2 shows that I can post to TikTok later during the day tomorrow. And then I'll get to work on this later. And then I also have eBay listings to do, so a little bit of everything. Feels like we've been on longer. It's only a little over an hour. Oh, I'll stay here. I'll stay here. Don't worry about it. Alright, I'll work on this a little more. So here I'm going to uncrop everything. Just to see what we're working with. Woo, stuff I collect now. It's mostly die-cast cars. Trading card, like pro wrestling cards. Pro wrestling action figures. That's mostly what I've been collecting. Stuff like this. I can't see the name of this one here. Cheyenne Super 10, 75, 1975. So this company's M2. They do a really good job with acrylic cases. Oh, WWE Prism. Yes. Got a few of those. I think. There was one set that had, like the one-of-ones with Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Wanted to see those. See if I can get my hands on those, man. Oh. I can't believe I'm going to do this. Give me a second. I was talking about the Pokemon cards. I decided to buy a pack. Pulled a $100 card out. Shit. Let me see if I can get this focused. I don't know what the name of this is. Ursaluna. Oh, yeah. I have some really good autograph cards of wrestlers. One I got for free from a Craigslist ad like 10 years ago. Probably a little more than that. This guy was getting rid of his whole collection. He worked at a Hollywood Video, gave me all of these Coliseum videotapes, and he had a bunch of cards too. And one of the cards has a certificate of authenticity with it, and it's Macho Man Randy Savage, and the card is numbered out of like 400 and something. So That's one of my prized possessions. I don't do too much of the pre-pulled cards. Yeah, the fun is really in cracking those cases open. And then if you really want to maximize your odds, you get an entire case of boxes. So like if you want to get like a full hobby box unopened, those come in cases, and then those are sold at these online stores. That's mostly where I see these card dealers at. Walmart doesn't have anything anymore. They have like just basketball. It's really kind of sad. They used to have everything there. Yeah, well, they do a good job though with Pokemon, I think. With making sure people aren't scamming. Like they have the individual packs packed with paper, and it's hanging on the peg on a paper case. So you have to open that to get to the foil pack. But yeah, best case scenario, I'd say, because I did this before too with the wrestling cards. I got a box. I got like a case of 20 boxes. And got 2 really good pulls from that. 2 rookie cards for AEW. Yeah, Target, I've seen them hit multiple times in the morning because I go there for the cars, you know. And I showed you the one card that I pulled. It's not the only card I pulled. Another pack, I pulled this guy. Another one going for over $100. But I was like, I might as well try my luck on it, and I did a damn good job. Because now if I need to sell these, if I need a little money, there's almost $250,000 there. From not that, I think I pulled it from a $30 box of 6 packs, and then one single pack I pulled that other $100 card. So like a $5 pack. Yeah. Yeah, if you come across any of those Pokemon cards, grab them. It's evergreen it's like physical assets. It's just as good as gold. And I'm serious about that too. Because these things retain their value. Especially die-cast cars. The die-cast cars are crazy. There's one car it's like a few years old now. It was like the Mario Kart 1/64 scale. So Hot Wheels did a collaboration with Nintendo and did a whole Mario Kart line of cars. And they did a few series worth of them. And one of them is the character Dry Bowser. So it's like the skeleton Bowser driving the cart. And there was one in every box that went to Walmart. Like any box that showed up, there would be one of those cars in there. And so not too many people were like picking them up because they didn't think it was that rare. And like you paid like $5-6 for the thing. Now, for the past several months, it's been up on eBay selling for $80 a pop for that little $5-6 car. And it's just because no one's selling it like they used to, and it wasn't distributed that far and wide. So it's like the same thing. There's a $1 Hot Wheel mainline cars, and like the first 2 versions of the Cybertruck, when it was first announced, the Hot Wheels had a mainline version of that card. You could buy it for $1. So I found a bunch of them from all my hunting. I found like probably close to 20 of them. And wouldn't you know, like right when the Cybertruck hit the streets, when people were actually driving them around finally, those $1 cars were going for 15, 20 bucks a pop on eBay. And well, I got rid of like 3 or 4 of them just because. And you know, the wrestling cards are retaining their value, like it's very similar to Pokemon. There's WCW Nitro boxes where I think it's like 1997, where there's like one autograph in each hobby box. Like that's the hit rate on it. So these sealed boxes of Nitro for the hobby boxes, they're going for over 500 bucks now. But the chance that you can pull an Eddie Guerrero, a rookie Rey Mysterio, a Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Macho Man, Ric Flair. And then I also see there's these really like expensive boxes of current day pro wrestling cards. There's this one called Black Diamond. It's like 400 bucks for the box, but brand new, and it's one pack with like 3 or 4 cards in it, but it like has autograph, piece of memorabilia, numbered, possibly 1-of-1s. But I don't mess around with any of the other sports cards. I actually want to start organizing all my baseball cards and getting those out the door. I just lost my passion with the sports in general. And pro wrestling is it's the most entertaining thing to me. So get live storytelling. To interact with what you're watching. Hey, we got 5 people here right now. So I've just been doing editing. We're getting stuff prepped for TikTok. And we're talking about collections here now. Yeah, here, let me show you the thing that everyone's going nuts for here with the Pokemon. It's this set right here. It's this set that, the Scarlet and Violet Prismatic Evolutions. And again, no, I don't collect these. I used to collect them. The first generation set. I got a whole set of that. Not getting rid of that anytime soon. So these new ones are adding to the collection. The crazy thing, the thing I like about these though, the back is exactly the same as it was nearly 30 years ago. It's the same on the back. I thought that was pretty impressive. So you got those single packs, and then you have these little 6-pack boxes, and you're almost guaranteed one of those rare $100 cards in these, but not every one. Oh, I haven't, I just watched the Rumble last night. That's how far behind I am. I think what I'm going to end up doing is just watching Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania, and then whatever clips I can get in between, because I mean I can't keep up with it. I'm trying to watch AEW chronologically with my uncle, and I was trying to keep us up to date with WWE, but we just finished Rumble last night. That's how far back we are, and we got to catch up before July, because we're going to All In Texas. So I will be attending All In Texas. This is the first time I'm saying this live. I'll be in the Arlington, Texas area for about a week. Gonna go to Missouri first and then staying in Fort Worth. Gonna see the House of Glory show the night before All In Texas. And also gonna try to go to StarCast, the Conrad Thompson convention with the meet and greets. So we don't know who we're gonna see there, but it's StarCast, so that should encompass the whole wrestling world. Yeah, I think Cena's gonna get it. Let's do WrestleMania prediction here, because I already know about the whole turn already. Like both my uncle and I know. But there's Cena winning the title, beating Cody. I could see that happening. Who else is on the card? What is a triple threat? Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. I think that's going to be good. They're turning Punk a little more heel, at least from what I've seen. Oh, micro wrestling? I have to go, like, eventually I'm going to go see that. It's just inevitable. I've gone to the indie shows. Now I need to go see the micro wrestling. The House of Glory, I went to the one in January in Logan Square. Ricky Starks was there. Santana. You had to pay to meet Ricky, but it was only like $20. Should have did it. Because like less than a month later, he went to the NXT. So I got to see one of the last Ricky Starks performances, and I got to go on Triller TV and get a copy of that show. Because I was in that House of Glory show, like I was in the crowd there, so I'm probably on that recording. I always like keeping little clips like that. I got one from AEW when it was before the meat match. It was like the collision right before All Out with Powerhouse Hobbs and Miro. And Miro's like pointing down Powerhouse Hobbs like this, and like my uncle and I are like right behind where he's pointing. So when the other camera cuts to show Miro's back and where he's pointing to at Hobbs, you could see us up in the crowd. So I think that was kind of cool. Nice. Yeah, I wish things were a little more interesting with AEW, but I don't think that show's going anywhere anytime soon. And I have faith they're going to put on a good show this summer in Texas. And that's really all I'm betting on. I was saying earlier, or near the end of last year, that like this year's going to make or break them. But they're going to stay around regardless. They got a show out for Texas. And then All Out here in Hoffman Estates in September. So from July to September, AEW absolutely has to deliver, or they are going to experience the worst times ever in their company. Plain and simple. because they refuse to listen to feedback. And I mean, it's not like WWE's doing any better. I mean, they are, but if you watch the production enough, you could see where they're still struggling to connect dots and all that. And really, they're just doing their best. They made that deal with TNA. That's huge. That's something that would never have happened with Vince. No, not. I don't watch too much of the old stuff right now, Jason. If you have any matches you recommend, I'll download them. I'll add them to the hard drive, because that's what I do. I have these, especially the older clips. I just either screen record them or I take them off of YouTube and put them in my personal collection here. Alright, so we're going to split this shot here, because I haven't been doing any editing here. We're uncropping these duplicate images here. And I'm just going to put the bottom, or the right side on the bottom. That's just how we're going to do it. Back to this one here. I love talking about this stuff. I just don't know. I never had a place to talk about it on this channel, though. Like, what? I guess I just thought it'd be too much work making a separate YouTube channel for, like, wrestling and stuff. I'm sure I'd do great. I watch, JD from New York. I watch him on YouTube. I think he's a good critic of the product. And Jim Cornette's funny to listen to now. Like, he's one of those guys where you do need to just tune out all the political BS and listen to the wrestling critiques. As long as he doesn't open his mouth about politics, Jim Cornette's a wrestling genius until he starts talking about politics. Yeah, you know, Tony Khan, I want to believe that Adam Copeland and I was trying to think Bryan Danielson was going to be one of those people, but maybe Adam Copeland will be the one to convince him to give up the Reigns creativity, because it's like Tony needs to reconsider what he's doing here. Ah, man. Yeah, that's not good to hear. I was there the night that Tony fired CM Punk. Like, I was there for that Collision show. We found out in the arena on Twitter on our phones, like 30 minutes before Tony came out, sat on the chair and is like, I had no other choice. I was literally saying WTF out loud. That was just nuts. There was so much momentum with AEW. That's why I was getting into the cards and everything. Like, we need the rookie cards for Punk and AEW. It's his return to wrestling. And man, just Tony continues to not learn. You'd think with Cody, that would have wisened Tony up to what the Bucks were up to. Take their executive powers away. That's what I would have did. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just glad I got to see Sting in his last match live. Like, I made that happen with my uncle. Yeah, try to do that a little more if you can. Everyone out there. Make plans to do stuff. Like I don't know when we started planning for Texas. That must have been right when they announced it. And then the tickets went on sale in December. That's a good question, Jason. I'd say WWE's bigger. They're breaking a bunch of records right now. But that's also due to inflation. But overall, yeah, WWE is breaking a lot of records right now. And both UFC and WWE are under the company TKO now. I don't know. I just hear a lot of frustrated wrestling fans. Like, it's... something's gonna give. Eventually, I mean, you got these wrestlers that are getting paid well, but once that is over, what's next? No one wants to see Mercedes Moné. No one wants to see Mox. Actually, like, I think we all wanted to see where that whole thing with Mox was leading to, but, like, it didn't go anywhere. You know, I've been doing so much video editing work, I should probably start writing it down in my video planner here, what I did. Here, I got something cool to show you, Woo, and Jason. Give me a second. I'll go grab it to show you. Alright. My vape fell. No biggie. Alright. So I got this. It was already signed, but it was at Sting's last match in North Carolina. It's a 1 of 3,000 AEW shop exclusive, but it's signed by Sting. So this is like a road trip acquisition. But yeah, I haven't shown this on camera yet. current era? I don't know what you'd call it now. I mean, they're calling it Triple H era, which I'd say is a good explanation of where we're at. Post Vince. Yeah, I have to go back and watch some of those, like the ones with Kane, See No Evil, that stuff. Never really watched a lot of those. There's there's one with Austin and The Miz in it too, right? It's on the tip of my tongue. There's like 4 of them. There's like John Cena, and then Stone Cold took it over next, and then The Miz was in it. It was some assassin movie, something like Transporter. Oh. See that? I got a second screen share here I missed. Yeah, you know, when I started watching AEW, it was more of a seeing all the wrong that was done over this whole time since the Attitude Era kind of being corrected. So I like at first, like 2021, a lot of the AEW stuff was like paying off unfinished stories from like 2015, 2014, and they're still doing that now. Are you guys retracting your messages? Because that's what's popping up here for me. Just find that a little strange. If that's you guys doing that, then yeah, it's whatever. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Alright, to make things a little easier on me. Oh no, I gotta do this. I gotta do this easy, like, individually. This is nuts. Alright, Jason, you have a good night. It's good to hang out with you for a bit here. I'll be on again tomorrow night at 6. I'll be doing Bermuda Triangle stuff again. Getting closer towards the end of the book. I don't know, we got 31 views. So that means at least 31 people came through to check out what's going on here, which is good. Like I said, I'm expecting more. Don't think that's gonna happen tonight, though. We'll get it worked out. I just don't know. Everything I'm trying here with trying to boost the numbers, it's just... the same thing's happening with eBay. Like, no matter what I'm doing, it's just not producing. That should work. And there's a whole theory that it was like the fallen angels, and that's their council headquarters inside the pyramid of there. Yeah, I'll be getting more guests on Woo. I've been trying to perfect this whole, just on my end of things here. And once I get this all ironed out, it's mostly done though. I need a video host to bring people back on now. For longer than like 30 minutes at a time with the Zoom for free. I need to have it where I can source in that footage into OBS and be able to move their video around just like this. I want that much control over it. So once I get that going, yeah, it'll bring in some more views. I mean, the more guests I have on, it's just going to continue to grow. So it's a matter of time. Just a few more viral views, right? I mean, if I do lives every night like this, I will get more subscribers and overall more views for the week. But I can only be live for so long. This is already my top content now for like the past 2 days just because of 31 people coming through. So that's good. But I want it to be like a few hundred people every time. At least 10%. Like, at least give me that, guys. Come on, YouTube. Give me 200 viewers at once. It'll happen soon. The more content I do, and yeah, I do want to talk more about the collecting stuff. I wanted to get a channel going on YouTube just for my eBay store. And maybe do card breaks on the YouTube channel. Or even, I don't know, do Twitch. Just there's many options of what to do with video content creation, but there's just not enough time to do all of them. So I have to pick and choose what to do here. Yeah, getting the background running like this, and then the music, getting the screen share, like showing you how I'm editing right now. Like, getting all this put together took a few weeks of just like going at this every time, just chipping away, getting a little more figured out and comfortable here. Yeah, I just got part 7 of Bermuda Triangle up on all the other platforms. So BitChute, Rumble, Brighteon just finished. So that'll be up very shortly there.
No.
So I got 2 more major parts that I did here. And then I'll cut this into 3 parts. And then those will be 3 separate uploads to TikTok. See, I'll get the reach on all these other media platforms. Like Instagram and TikTok, I get a lot of views on there. but I haven't posted this new stuff up yet to it because I've just been producing shows, just bam, 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 bam. But now I'm within a few days after live. Now I'm getting the. Eventually, I want these videos up like the day after the live is over. And I'm now recording through OBS whatever I'm streaming live, so I have immediate access to what I've streamed instead of waiting for YouTube to render everything and then give me a decent URL so I can download it. Now I can just ingest this into my editing program here, make the verticals like the same night that I could do lives, and then post them as soon as I want to TikTok and Instagram, and then make little clips from that too. But making the little clips takes so much time, and I know I keep saying that, but that's the truth of it. Like, it just takes a lot of time. Dismissed. Yeah, so hopefully if I do more of these things, little late night video edits, I'll get more people checking out what's going on. Yeah, I'm definitely down to talk more about the collectible stuff. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it. So if you're watching this after the fact, just let me know. Do you like this? You want more of this? I'll do more of this. Woo Riders wants it. Jason's cool with me being here this late. Brenda stopped in, that was cool. But it is 2 a.m. here. So I'm gonna call it. But you guys got to see my editing antics. Maybe this is how we'll get the rest of TikTok and Instagram updated. But in the meantime, yeah, just take care of yourselves all, yeah. Alright. And, I'm so used to saying the class dismissed thing. Alright, guys. Take care. I'll be on again soon. I'll be on tomorrow. 6 p.m. Coral Castle.